Okay, guys, here is another book, Rosa Parks, A Life of Courage by Anne Marie Kissel. A Life of Courage. Do you have the courage to fight for what is right? Rosa Parks had courage. She stood up for her beliefs. She fought for the rights of Black people. Rosa helped change the way Blacks were treated in the United States. Rosa was born in 1913. When she was growing up, there were segregation laws. These laws kept Black people and white people separate. Only white people could use the soda machines. Even buses were divided. By the time Rosa was an adult, she was tired of segregation. The bus ride. One night in 1955, Rosa got on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama. She was going home from work. She found a seat and sat down. Soon, the white section of the bus was full. More white people got on the bus. There were no more seats for them. The driver told the Black people in Rosa's row to move. There were no other seats for the Black riders. They had to stand. Black people were not allowed to sit in seats in the white section. The other three people in her row moved to the back of the bus. Rosa did not. The driver asked her if she was going to move. Rosa was tired of being treated unfairly. Rosa said, "No, I am not." The driver called the police. Police officers came to arrest her. The police took Rosa's fingerprints. The arrest. Police officers took Rosa to the police station. Rosa told the officers that she should not have to move for a white person, for white people, excuse me. She asked the officers why they pushed Black people around. Rosa had courage. She knew she'd be calm and not argue with the police. Later, Rosa went to court with her lawyer. A judge told her to pay $14 for breaking the law. Rosa had a lawyer to help her in court. People gathered to talk about what had happened to Rosa. The community reacts. People found out what happened to Rosa. They talked about how they could change the way Black people were treated. The Black community decided to stop riding buses until segregation ended. Blacks had to find new ways to get to work. Few people had cars. Many walked, rode with others, or took taxis. It was hard for people to go places without riding buses, but it was important to stand up for their rights. These people walked to work and school. Some white people did not want things to change. They wanted blacks and whites to stay separate. A white woman stops black people from entering a restaurant. This says Imperial Laundry Company. We wash for white people only. This business would not serve blacks. There were there were business owners who wanted segregation. They continued to serve only white people. The buses were almost empty. Still, the bus company did not change the rules. Some people who wanted to end segregation lost their jobs. They had a hard time finding new work. Rosa lost her job. This says placement unit, precinct youth council. The young man is looking for a job. Laws change so anyone can sit in any seat on the bus. Success. See the kids sitting everywhere? Success. Blacks refused to ride buses in Montgomery for 381 days, almost a year. It was clear they would not let people treat them unfairly. Finally, the Supreme Court ended segregation on buses. Rosa's courage helped change how Black people were treated. Rosa Parks timeline. All right, let's go over this. 1913, Rosa Parks is born in Tuskegee, Alabama. 1943, Rosa joins the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP. Let's go up top. 9:55, Rosa is arrested for refusing to give up her seat on the bus in Montgomery, Alabama. 1956, the Supreme Court rules that buses cannot be segregated. 1963, Rosa speaks on the march, Rosa speaks at the march on Washington in Washington, D.C. 1964, President Johnson signs the Civil Rights Act of 1964. 1987, Rosa helps open the Rosa and Raymond Park Institute for Self-Development. 2005, Rosa dies at home in Detroit, Michigan. More about Rosa Parks. When Rosa Parks was 10 years old, a white boy told her he was going to hit her. Rosa stood up for herself. The boy ran away. Rosa Parks is remembered as the mother of the civil rights movement for her courage in fighting segregation. The NAACP was originally created to defend the civil rights of Black people. Today, it works to defend the civil rights of all Americans, Rosa became a member in 1943, and there are different websites. Okay, let's look at the glossary. Arrest. To send a person to jail for breaking the law. Beliefs. What you accept to be true. Courage. Being able to face danger or difficulty bravely. Court. A room or building in which legal cases are heard. Divided. To separate into two or more parts or groups. Segregation laws, laws that said black and whites had to be separate. Supreme Court, the highest federal court of the United States. The end. Thank you for listening.